Hey folks, Strategy Joe here, and look what I just found. This is a video of my 2 years on YouTube, when I celebrated that, and look at the date, February 25th, 2017, which means if you look right now, the join date is February 25th, 2015. That, if you are good in math, means I've been on YouTube for 6 years now, which is just mind-blowing crazy if you're thinking about it, especially considering the amount of subscribers I have right now. It's just, I would have thought that I would still be doing YouTube with 1.59k subscribers 6 years later, but here I am, and hopefully you've been enjoying my content, because I sure have been enjoying making it in the meantime. I just want to make a quick video to recap like previous 6 years really shortly in general. And also look a bit toward the futures, and as the title could say, I'll also talk about how much I've been making on YouTube, which could be interesting for a lot of people, I think. So first, let's go by the clickbaity thing of the title. Let's go into the analytics. We will be in January here. So we'll take a look at the month of January, see what was going on during that period. So as you can see, I've received 17k views, almost 800 hours of watch time, 28 subscribers, which is a huge number for my channel, and the estimated revenue goes about $20, which that's what you should be expecting if you're getting that kind of viewership on YouTube. So it's fair. I mean, for the amount of work I've been making into YouTube, this is definitely not near at all minimum wage, but I'm doing it for the enjoyment and on the long term. And quite honestly, I don't think I'd be making videos after 6 years if it was just for the money. But let's go ahead and maybe just check a bit the videos that were more successful during that period. So for January, the most viewed video is my one and only short I've made back in November, and it is just a nuclear detonation of a nuclear bomb over Los Angeles, which gathered 2,000 views back in, and it's a 9-second video, so that's why the average view duration is so low. But 2,000 views just for one stupid little video like that. After that, I got 2 Guild 3's videos in the top 10, so a review and how good it is in 2021. Going into 2021, we have like another, I don't know, 2,300 views for that game. I got my Victoria 2 top 10 pro tip, which I think is one of the best performing video I've made in a very long time, dating from May. That's still racked in 1,500 views, which is excellent. My Battlefield 1942 free download link video, which has terrible retention, but still a decent amount of view at 832, and then a couple more reviews which are more like within the norms for the amount of views. And as you can see, the older they get, the way lower the retention is, which is just, and there are a couple of elements, but I'm not really here to do a deep analysis of the past state of my channel. Just a quick overview. Another thing I've done, like I'd want to say recently, but in truth it has been a very long time. If I remember right, was back in April. I went back into my previous video, and as you can see here, I got the Elder Scrolls Arena like part 1, and I took part 1 to 17, put them in a playlist, and only left part 1 as public. The rest of the parts, like 2 to 17, these I've unlisted, but I still like put a link to the playlist on the video, on the end card, in the comment section, in the description. So if you really want to see the playlist, it's easy to find. But the main objective was more that I've played some games back in the day, like Army Men. Let's say Army Men 1. I've played that, and I'm one of the only person that did a Let's Play. So if you search for Army Men Let's Play, mine was flooded the entire front page of the research. So if anybody wanted to, like a new YouTuber wanted to make some videos, they will need a lot of exposure before they start piercing on the first page. So now that I have part 1 to 11 all condensed in one main click video, it's easier to keep the traffic. Like if they truly want to see my content, they'll find it easier. And if they, one tendency I've seen is that the people will want to click on the first one and on the last one, most likely like Victoria too. They just want to see the start and the end. So with direct link to the playlist, they don't have to skip through 15 videos to get there. They see directly, they already know it's part 23, the last, and they're able to click it real quick without too much issues. So that's like one of the big changes I've done. Another big change I've done is, as you can see, back in the day I was making mostly Let's Play videos, and now I didn't really go through every single Let's Play. There's still a lot that are all public, but these don't tend to generate as much traffic, so I didn't really bother to go and modify the status and the visibility of these. But after I stopped making Let's Play videos, I start making like shit posting here. These are very high quality videos if you ever want to see real shit posting. But then I start making reviews, and I've been making reviews like quite solidly for almost 4 years, because right here we got an example of 2 years on YouTube is right there, but it's been 3 years ago. And this has been like the common stance of my channel for almost 4 years now, making review videos. And then earlier this year I switched and changed my genre to make some more shit posting, some more mix of reviews. And in early 2021 I've started making a lot of live streams, so I'll go on through that later. I'll explain what is maybe my uptake with the live streams. But let's delve back into the analytics. So this is it for the views. 17,000 views for the watch hours, 777.8. That's quite a mouthful to say, but generally speaking, the tendency was that early on you had the residual Christmas vacation viewership that was present, and then as the weeks went on, people went back to school and work and were less likely to check video of gameplays. So there was a slight slumber onto the amount of watch time from the viewers on the channel. But like if you check, I've made a decent amount of videos, but most of them have been live streams, as I said. I got few other videos. I mean, I literally got one other video, which is almost a live stream because it's just a 30-minute of playing the Guild 3. But otherwise it's just live stream and one highlight of a live stream. And weirdly enough, the highlight has received way more views than the actual live stream. So I do kind of see a tendency. I don't think live streams are that ideal on YouTube, but I'll come back to that later. For the subscriber, it has been an incredible month, and I want to thank all of you. If you're part of the subscribers subscribed back then, or you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining the channel. I'm really glad you decided to hit the subscribe button. It seems like nothing nowadays on YouTube because people, it seems like everybody and their mother has 1 million subs, but I do not. I only have 1,600 subs. This is just crazy. After 6 years and I'm still doing videos. You can't call that dedication. And for the revenue, as I said, it's 20 bucks. So like after December, when you get into January, it's always like a depression, a sad month for revenue. If I look in December previously, I had a way more likable revenue of $33, but in January, after the end of the vacation, it just flattens out to a couple of cents per hundreds of views. But generally speaking, it's still a little bit higher than $1 per 1,000 views, so that's good for my niche, which is gaming. If you're making like financial content, or you're putting financial stuff like guidelines, no, not guidelines, but if you're talking about financial stuff in your videos, there's a chance financial ads run on your video, which could grant you a lot of money, because these people just pay crazy amount just to you have their fake guru as shit everywhere. But this is it for the month of January. So yeah, I got more stats like the number of impressions, which are basically just the number of time that my thumbnails have been showed either to you or any other person. It's 149k, and out of these 149,000 showing of the thumbnail, 6% led to click through, which grants 17.5k views. And out of these 17,000 people views, there were 13,300 people, like unique people, that actually watched this video. So as you can see with the red arrow, it's lower than December, but that is absolutely normal. December is a crazy month. A lot of people are clicking like they're on their day off and vacations and everything, and they have a lot of free time to go and watch different YouTube videos about strategy games and shit posting in general. So that is pretty much it for the reach. Engagement just gives us the amount of watch time as well as the view duration, average view duration, which are important, like pretty nice and important metrics to be aware of. But like I give you the information here, but it's not really something like just shows me more than anything else what is tend to be like more interesting videos. So definitely if I go by top video by end screens, so this is the number of end screens element that have been clicked on videos, I can see that my Victoria 2 top 10 pro tips received 40 end screen click, which means at least 40 people reached the end screen and decided to click something there, which is mind-boggling. It used to not even be like 2, so right now it's an impressive number, and it gives me a good indication also that maybe my content should be more aimed toward a certain genre, because my Victoria 2 video seems to be performing, generally speaking, very well. But at the same time, I don't want to have a channel that is only about one game. That's just not something I kind of want to create. So for my audience, it's pretty much the same information we've been reviewing. Gives us a little bit of information about when the viewers are active, and usually when I'm live streaming, it's around 8 p.m. on a Saturday. So as you can see, there's some to few of my viewers are online, and quite honestly, it kind of show, because like some days I'll have very high interaction rate, and other days it's less likely to be high interaction rate. At the same time, I go on a feeling that people have ordered things then come to my live streams on a Saturday evening. But what do you want? With the life I have, it's the only moment I can actually pull a couple of hours aside to make live streaming. So since I'm on live stream, I'll go ahead and maybe talk a bit more about what my plan will be about the live streaming. Right, so I've started my own Twitch channel right here. It's still very early, and it's called Strat Joe, because Strategy Joe was stolen. Can you believe that? Somebody stole Strategy Joe is somebody else, right? It's this guy, one follower. But this person has my username, so nothing I can do about that. I gotta go by a different name in Twitch, but it's alright. I got the right link right here, youtube.com/strategyjoe, so you can definitely click that and get to the right place. I'll put a link in my description of this video. There's also a link on my channel, like link corner, because what I'm considering will be to go stream on Twitch primarily, and the streams that I'll be making there, I will then edit out, like take the highlights and best part of the stream, make a more condensed video of like maybe a fifth of the length, and post that on my YouTube. So if you don't actually have time or you don't care about live streaming, you can still get some of the experience back. And I feel like Twitch is just a more adequate platform for live streaming than YouTube ever was. Or here I also have another shocking news, because this 6-year celebration video just doesn't stop. So I've been creating a Patreon, and the reason I decided to go ahead and make a Patreon is actually quite simple. When I started my channel 6 years ago, I was with my friend who also started a channel back then, who's kind of still make videos but not really. But we were discussing the eventuality of, like, at what point will you consider accepting tips and donation, even though I don't like the name donation. And I thought about it quite seriously, and I considered that the ideal moment that I would likely accept donations for doing videos or streaming or whatever will be whenever somebody asks me. And a couple months ago, somebody sent me a request to review a certain game, and I obliged and made a review. And that person requests me, like, is there a way to do a donation, to pay a tip or something? And I said I would come back later when I try and figure out, because back then in like June or July, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to make more videos later on. It was kind of like, I've always been on the edge of like, oh well, why do I bother making videos? I don't have much fun sometimes making the videos, and so I just slow down and are less likely to make them. But other times it's the opposite, and I'm just in the mood to make videos, even if nobody watched them. I just want to produce video and post a lot of videos. So it came to me that, like, the current mindset I have with the channel, the current strategies I want to apply on the channel, it will make sense to open up a Patreon. Now, this is not definitive. This might be what will be posted, but I don't have like every single little fine details like really laid out for every tiers. But basically I want to give like 5 tiers. The first one will be like $1 a month, and thank you very much if you want to give me $1 a month. It's just, it sounds incredible, and as I put in the description, $1 is the equivalent of 1,000 views. So if 17 people decide to donate me $1, it's almost as much as the AdSense I've been making out of my videos, which will be incredible, to double the revenue from a hobby like overnight, technically speaking, right? So this is like a thank you, like my most utmost respect and thank you. Whatever, if you want to donate to me, it's like, I don't like donation word. I think it's more like a pay or a tip, because I'm not a charity after all, you know. I'm not gonna use that money just to reinvest in the stream. I could use that money for whatever needs I have, which is totally normal. But thank you very much if you consider donating. I have multiple tiers. I have a $5, $10, $25, and $100 is more of a meme than anything else. But if somebody wants to give me $100, I'll for sure make a couple of hours long review on Bejeweled if you ask me. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I just like want to lay out, give roles in my Discord, which is not that populated. Only 5 people have joined my Discord up to now. But just create a smaller communities around like strategy games, so we can discuss that and share memes about strategy games. And also, now I'm not exactly sure, I might lower the price. I think I've put them like way too up there. I could all cut them at least by half, I think, and will make more sense. And maybe like one of them will have early access to the videos that I post, that I create and don't release yet. And the next tier will maybe have an increased bonus of receiving extra keys, because sometimes I receive extra keys, or even I buy extra keys. If you've checked some of my reviews in the past, in a lot of them I've hidden keys in the video. So like when I review a game, I can go and hide a key inside the video, and I don't know if somebody ever claimed them. I never received an update that any of them has been claimed. But yeah, if you watch my old review, it's possible you find a key for the game reviewed in question. But rather than do that, if I have a Patreon community, I could then redistribute these keys or give these keys away back to the community. So this is like all very early yet. I'll publish the Patreon if it's not out yet. When this video is out yet, it will be like in the following days or whatever, when I really lay out the plans. And really, I don't think you should look too much at these numbers. I'm considering revising them lower than they are at the moment. But this is pretty much it. If you look back here, this is incredible. Like 4 years ago I made this video. This is the second video I'm making about like an anniversary on YouTube, and it's just a crazy change. If you look right there, I was at 390 subscribers on February 25th 2017, and now we're 1600, which is 4 times more, which is like 12,000 in 4 years, which is 300 years, which is not that impressive when I stop and think about it. But anyway, hopefully you've liked this content, this update. As usual, let me know if you have any question. I'll be replying the comment section, and I'm looking forward, as I said, moving my stream toward Twitch and having more edited content on YouTube than the current configuration I have for the channel. I think it will be like much more in line with what I want of the channel than just streaming every week on the channel, and it just doesn't feel the mood of the channel that I had for the last 6 years. So it doesn't make sense that for the last 2 months I've only been doing live streams there, when I can actually put them on another platform and expand my horizon and expand the reach and everything, all like that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure to drop a subscribe, because it matters a lot to me, much more than you believe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.